Welcome to my next lecture on the basics of mole concept. In today's topic class, I will explain what is Avogadro's number and mole. Avogadro's number and mole with simple examples. Most of you know that we have to deal in chemistry, we have to deal with atoms and molecules. Actually, they are really very small. Even a drop of water will contain millions and billions or trillions of atoms. In fact, the number is much higher. If all the people in India, around 1 billion, start counting molecules in a single glass of water, assuming that they continuously count one atom per person per second, happen day and night without ever making any mistake, the time taken for counting will be more than the age of the earth. And moreover, we can't see these molecules even with a very powerful microscope. Hence, any such attempt is perfectly useless. So, how will you measure the atoms or molecules? By mass, it is obvious. You may say, who will count the ages of all together? So, we agree, but like railway ticket, there is also a necessity to keep the count in this case. Consider the formula water H2O. H2O. For example, it is clearly tells you that how atoms, two atoms here, we have two atoms of hydrogen combine with one atom of oxygen to form one molecule of water. This is an example. Likewise, if you take H2S, hydrogen sulfide, has exactly same proportion even if the mass is quite different for oxygen and sulfur atoms. This relationship is rather useful. You will come across plenty of such cases in your studies when you are required to keep a track of various atoms of a given element. This is where counting is important. Hence, we talk the term mole. The term mole. Now, what is mole? What is mole? Actually, to begin with this, consider it just as a number, as 1 dozen means 12. 1 dozen means how much? 1 dozen means 12. It's a number. 1 mole means 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23, 10 to the power of 23. That is something large. This number is called Avogadro's number. This number is called Avogadro's number. You can also indicate with this letter Na. A is the subscript. So, what is the definition of mole? If anybody asks, what is the definition of mole? Then you will start telling like this. That is, the amount of substance that contain the same number of entities, the amount of substance that contain same number of entities as they are atoms exactly, as they are atoms exactly, 12 grams of carbon 12 grams of carbon 12. So what is the meaning of this one is, if you take 12 grams of carbon 12, that contains how many atoms? That number you can call it as mole. So this is the definition of mole. Once again I will repeat, what is the definition of mole? The amount of substance that contains same number of entities as they are atoms exactly 12 grams of carbon 12. So this is most important thing to remember, what is mole. For example, you are telling about entity in this definition. What is the meaning of this one? That may be anything. Entity may be anything. That may be atoms, that may be molecules, or that may be formula units, or that may be eggs, anything. For example, when you are talking about 1 mole of carbon 12, what is the meaning of 1 mole of carbon 12? This indicates it contains how many atoms of carbon? It contains 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. In the same fashion, when you take 1 mole of carbon 14, it contains, again what you will write? There is no change in that one. That is 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. When you talk about any other compound, 1 mole of carbon dioxide, CO2. Actually CO2 is not a atom form, it is a combined form, it is a molecule. Then you will say this, it contains 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules, not atoms. When you go in depth of this one, if anybody asks 1 mole of carbon dioxide contains, 1 mole of carbon dioxide contains how many carbon atoms? Then you will write 6.22 into 10 to the power of 23 carbon atoms. At the same time, when they ask the question regarding the oxygen atoms number, then this 1 mole of carbon dioxide contain 2 into, because here 2 is there, so 2 into 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 oxygen atoms will be there in this 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Similarly, when you talk about 1 mole of X, they contain Avogadro number of X. This meaning is nothing but stock is a would cover the surface of whole earth mainly in kilometer deep. That means eggs are there. When you talk about it, if it stacked as this, as close as possible here. So when you directly come to chemistry point of view, 1 mole of anything contains how many species? 6.022 into the power of 23. Similarly, counting by weighing, how it is possible? That means 1 mole is not just a counting unit, it's like dozen. When specifies only the number of objects, the definition of mole specifies the number of objects in fixed mass of substance. Therefore, what is 1 mole of substance? 1 mole of substance represents a fixed number of chemical entities, that is, this is the fixed number, okay, and has a fixed mass. To see why this is important, because here when you talk about 1 mole of carbon 14, their fixed mass is 14 grams. When you talk about 1 mole of carbon 12 grams of this one contains Avogadro number of atoms. So it's a fixed mass. To see why this is important, consider some marbles with fixed masses which we will use as an analogy for atoms. Suppose you have large groups of red marbles and yellow marbles. Each red marble weighs, suppose if it is 7 grams. Assume each red marble weighs 7 grams, and each yellow marble weighs, suppose if it is taken as 4 grams, then right away you know that there are 12 marbles in 84 grams. Suppose if they are given 84 grams of red marbles, 84 grams of red marbles if they are given, means how many marbles? 12 marbles in red marbles will be there, that is 12 red marbles will be there, that is the meaning of this. In the same way, when you talk about this 48 grams of yellow marbles, if you have this 48 grams of yellow marbles, then it is very clear that how many marbles will be there here? There are how many marbles? Simply 48 by 4. Again here also we have 12 yellow marbles came. That means when you talk about this ratio of these two, what is the ratio of these two? That means more red marble weighs 7 by 4 as much as one yellow marble which is same taken. Okay. So what is this one is nothing but when you talk about such type of marble weighs, red marble weighs 7 by 4 as much as yellow marble. Okay. That means any given number of red and yellow marbles always has what is the ratio? They have 7:4 ratio is there. This is a fixed ratio, mass ratio. So by the same taken, any given mass of red and yellow marbles always has the same 4:7 number ratio. For example, if you take another mass 280 grams of red marbles, they contain 40 marbles. 280 grams of yellow marbles, they contain 70 marbles. So there also fixed mass ratio will be there. So why this is discussed is nothing but these entities contain this many atoms having fixed mass. So the ratio of the different entities also will be fixed when we have taken different masses of these things. So this masses can be considered when we have an idea about what is this calculation part. Or atoms also having fixed mass, like these examples, atoms are having fixed masses, and a mole which gives a practical way to determine number of atoms, molecules or formula units in a sample by weighing it. So that means when we have a sample, when you weigh that one, we will come to know that what is the number of atoms in that one. That can be calculated after knowing what is the mole concept. Okay. Now what is the central relationship between the mass of one atom and mass of 1 mole of these atoms? What is this relation? Very clear that atomic mass of element actually expressed in AMU, numerically same as that of the mass of 1 mole of atoms, that element expressed in grams. Earlier we used to talk about AMU, that is also 1 mole of the atom's mass which is expressed in grams. Now there is an important point to be noticed, that is the atomic mass of element which appears in the periodic table is weighted average of masses its natural occurring isotopes. So average mass only mentioned in the periodic table. For some of the purposes for weighing of all atoms in element, they consider to have this atomic mass. Suppose if you take oxygen, 16, 17, 18 are there, but average they have taken. That is all, like if you take iron atoms are considered as atomic mass having 56, but exactly it is 55.85 atomic mass units, whereas that of sulfur it is 32. Iron if you take, it is 55.85 AMU, sulfur if you take, that is 32.07 AMU. So these values are average atomic masses, that means molar masses which are expressed in grams, that can be continued like that. So that means now we understand what is Avogadro's number. What is Avogadro's number? Avogadro's number, definition of mole is amount of a substance that contains same number of entities, their atoms exactly in 12 grams of carbon 12. Now next we are going to talk about molar masses. Okay, hope you understand this one. Now what is the point? That is the molar mass. Even you can also call it as molecular mass. Molecular mass. Most of you know the molecular mass of a compound definitely can be determined from its formula, adding various atomic masses of each atoms present in the formula. For example, if you take the formula N2O3 as an example, such type of formula suggests that two atoms of nitrogen, here what is two atoms of nitrogen, the 3 indicates 3 atoms of oxygen. So obtain molecular mass of each element from the table. We just add the masses of nitrogen and oxygen atoms. But here mass of nitrogen, when you talk about molecular mass of this one, molecular mass of this one means 2 into atomic mass of this nitrogen. 1 nitro atomic mass is 14 plus 3 into each oxygen atomic mass, that is 16. Then this 2 into 14 will become 28 plus 3 into 16 will become 48. Total will get 76. We'll get the total value 76. So total mass of N2O3 is 76. That means what are the units of this type, this mass? Here also when you expressed in AMU, okay, atomic mass units. When we are talk, this is about 1 mole of substance. This is 76 AMU is there. That means 1 mole of N2O3 is 76 grams. That is also the thing. So what is the molecular mass or molar mass of N2O3 asked? then that is 76 grams per mole. So molar mass of N2O3 is how much? 76 grams per mole. In the absence of units, this molar this mass relative to 1 by 12th mass of carbon isotope, okay, or molar mass, that is 76 grams per mole, should be mentioned here. That means all three statements are equivalent. That means molar mass 76 grams per mole, AMU, relative mass of N2O3, all three are same in this regard. Okay. Okay, now we will see a problem. That is, the pain reliever aspirin is the compound acetyl salicylic acid. Nothing but it is the compound called as acetyl salicylic acid. Its formula which is given to us is C9H8O4 in solid state. The question is, what is the molecular mass of aspirin? What is the molecular mass of aspirin? First question. What is the molecular mass of aspirin? First question. The second question is how many moles and how many molecules? Second question they are asking in this one is how many moles and how many molecules, how many moles and how many molecules are there in 500 mg aspirin tablet. This is the second question. Let us see first question. It is very clear that molar mass of aspirin, how we will calculate. Very clear that what is the molar mass, that is molar mass, how you will calculate molar mass, molecular mass, that is equals to 9 into 1 carbon is 12 plus 8 into 1 oxygen, 1 hydrogen is 1 plus 4 into 1 oxygen is 16. Okay. So this is how much? 108. Here I will write. This is 108 plus 8 plus this is 64. It's very clear that it is 116. 116 plus 64 will get 180. So this is the molecular mass of aspirin. Coming to the second question, how many moles are there in 500 mg of aspirin? It's a difficult question, but we have noticed that this is 180 grams per mole. 180 grams per mole of aspirin, meaning is 180 grams of this one aspirin is equals to 1 mole, is equals to 1 mole. Even they have given 500 mg, 500 mg, that you can convert into grams. 1 gram is equals to 1000 mg. Okay, 1 gram is equals to 1000 mg. So 1 mg is equals to 10 power minus 3 grams. So you can write 500 into 10 power minus 3 grams means it is 0.5. It is 0.5 grams. So you can write here 0.5 grams is equals to how many moles? Like say x. So what is x here? X is equals to 0.5 is 1 by 2. 0.5 is 1 by 2. Into 1 by 2 divided by x into cross multiplication. If you do it, 180 into x is equals to 1 by 2. So what is x? X is equals to 1 by 2 into 1 by 180. So it is 1 by 360. It is 1 by 360. So 1 by 360, we will check it. 1 by 360. 0.00277 is coming. 0.00277 continuously is coming. So this is in moles. This is the answer. That means how many moles are there? If you want, you can convert this one into millimoles also by writing 2.78 millimoles. You can also write like this. So how many moles are there asked? Then you can write 0.00277 moles. Millimoles, if you convert, it will become 2.78. This is the first one. Coming to the second one. How many molecules are there in this one? See, we have already understand that what is the number of moles. Number of moles, it is 1 by 360 moles is there. 1 by 360 moles contains suppose x molecules, assume x molecules, but we know that 1 mole contains Avogadro number of molecules like this. So you can calculate what is x from it. What is x? X is equal to 6.022 to the power of 23 divided by 360. So what will happen? Upon simplification, let us see, 6.022 divided by 360. You will get 0.01672. 0.01677. 0.16727 into 10 power 23. If you wish to write this one is 1.6727, then it will become 10 power 21. So second one we have calculated, this is the number. This number is nothing but number of molecules. Number of molecules which are present in 2.78 millimoles of aspirin tablet given to us. Okay. This is the answer for this question. Likewise, many interesting questions are there. You can take down from the textbook and understand from this calculation portion, this models. Okay. Moving on to another important point. What is molar mass? From the discussions, nothing but mass of 1 mole of any substance is called as molar mass. So here I am writing molecular mass. Molecular mass, as they asked molecular mass. So molecular mass is 180 grams per mole. I told, that means this 180 grams is 1 mole of aspirin. Units grams per mole. So it can refer to atomic mass as well as molecular mass. We can say that mass of carbon 12 is there. Carbon 12, what is the 12? 12 grams per mole. In this, the atomic mass is very clear. 12 grams of carbon is the atomic mass of carbon. Oxygen 16 is there, 16 grams per mole oxygen. Okay, like the sulfur dioxide is there, 64 grams per mole. So likewise, anything if you take for molecules, it is for molecules or atoms, any of the substance is there, molar mass is nothing but mass of 1 mole of substance. When you talk about atoms, molar mass. When you talk about molecules, molar mass. But here, molecule case, molecular mass you will say. Atoms cases you will say that molar mass is atomic mass. Okay. So this is the things, and things will be continued in the next session. That is moles of atoms and moles of molecules, how they are different, how to find the number of moles and all will be discussed in the next session. Okay. Thank you very much.